Hello, guys. You are welcome. I'm here again. So, guys, I want to advise people to save for their spouse and their parents' funeral. Yeah, save for your spouse and your parents' funeral. Funeral is burial. That is another synonym word for funeral. It's burial. All right. Because death is inevitable. Nobody on earth, a real normal person, or let's not talk about those people that are all these ritualists that might know when they will die, that put their hands into something. I'm talking about normal mortal that doesn't know what tomorrow conceives of. All right. So, in as much death is inevitable, we should be advised to save for funerals because when death occurs on your spouse or your parents, you will have money to go for. You understand? There will be money out there that can be used for the funeral because sometimes, especially in Nigeria, and it baffles me a lot, whereby you will see somebody lost her parents or her spouse or his spouse, they will go about begging. To me, I don't think it's a good thing. You go about begging. Some will even go and be buying things on credit, all because they want to give their lost one a befitting burial. I believe if you have saved beforehand, you will have something to rely on. If people gives you support, fine and good. But for you soliciting support, telling your friends, telling people around you that you lost your parent, they should help you to hello, thanks for coming in, thank you. You lost your parents, that they should contribute money. I don't see it as a good thing at all. We should save for our parents' funeral, whether we like it or not. It is even a good thing because we pray, or our prayers in life. No, thank you for sharing my video out, Pop. Thank you so much. Our prayers in life is that we will bury our parents, not our parents burying us. All right. But our parents should be of age. See our children. You understand? Thank you very much. I'm grateful. So our parents should see our children's children. Our parents should not bury us. That should not be our prayers. So that is why I am saying that we should save for our parents or our spouse funeral because Africans, the way they do things, I don't like it. Nigeria precisely. If you go to burial ceremony, because burial in that country now is like a competition. If you go to a burial ceremony, you will think as if they are celebrating the dead. And there is what we call celebration of life, maybe 100 years and above. That one is celebration of life. Not somebody that dies in her prime, 20 something years, like Chidinma, what is her name? Chioma Jesus. 30 something years. You'll be celebrating the person and you will even open an appeal form for people to contribute towards the person's funeral, for people to come and buy a shebi. Somebody died at a tender age. Are you happy that that person died? Or you are supposed to be in sober, in anguish and in pain that you lost a loved one. So we should save for our parents' funeral because somebody reached out to me of late. Somebody reached out to me of late. This person have not been contacting me before. We had each other contact, and she sent me a text message that she lost one of her parents, and then this is her account number for contribution, and then Shebi is out and all that. That is, You are telling me to contribute to your parents' funeral as if you are obliging me to do it, or you are compelling me to do it. Is that how it's supposed to be? Don't you know you are supposed to save as an adult for your parents? Keep that money aside. Don't be used, not because of saying you dey save for your parents, meaning you are planning for them to die. No. In the Western world, they save for their funerals. They bury themselves alone. The Western world, yes. Read my lips. A man dies, the man have saved for his funeral. They don't like to stress family members and friends at all, at all. If you want to contribute, fine and good. That one is a different ball game. All right. By the time the person dies, the insurance company will now bring the money that he or she have saved with them. That this is the funeral cost and all that. Why will Nigerians not make things easier for people? Why will you go and borrow to bury your parents? Why will you go and be begging to bury your parents when you are supposed to be saving? Save for the raining day. The raining day we are talking about, death is one of the raining day because it must come. Your husband dies tomorrow. Now you don't you don't have money to foot the bills for the burial. You will be waiting for family and friends to contribute before you can lay your husband to rest. Nigerians should stop this. Save for your parents and your spouse funeral, because one day we all shall leave planet Earth, and so that it will be very easy for the person that is burying you. You will not put heavy load on the person, making the person to go and sell his or her property, making the person to go and borrow. You will even see some young girls, they will be using their money body as at that time to look for money, all because they want to bury their parents. Any man they want to sleep with, they say, they lost their parents. The man will say, okay, before I will give you 100,000 or 200,000, I need to sleep with you. Is it supposed to be so? It's not supposed to be so. The way we save for house rent, the way we save for our children's school fees, the way we save for your bills, that is how you should save for your parents' funeral, because one day our parents will leave planet Earth, and it will not be a good thing if you cannot bury your parents, because it's supposed to be you burying your parents, not the other way around. All right? Or your husband dies or your wife died, you will now be looking for where to go and borrow a po that will borrow you money for burial. Like somebody reached out to me of recent as well, that she lost somebody, and she lost a better half, and they are having challenges right now for the burial. Can you imagine? They are having challenges, financial challenge. I was just even looking at him when he was telling me that they are having financial challenges. Then to bury your somebody that is dead, you are now looking for money to bury that person. Oh no, 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 no. That is very, very, very wrong. People can contribute. Yes, fine and good. You can take contributions, but not that you will now be looking for where to borrow money to bury your parents. It doesn't sound good. Or looking for money to bury your spouse. It doesn't sound good and pleasant to the ears. If you want to give them befitting burial, plan towards it. I love the way the Western people are living their lives. I love it. All right. Thank you, kiddies. You are welcome. Thank you. I love the way the Western people live their life. They plan their own, they save for their own funeral. That does not mean that they are praying to die. No, because they don't want to put liability on their children. They don't want to. Thank you, thank you. Things are too hard in Nigeria for someone to even plan. My sister, but things will not be hard for the preparation of the burial, is it not? That is why you see some people, when you go to mortuary or you hear some people, they will say that their parents are still in the mortuary for 2 years. I have seen somebody that the father was in the mortuary for 7 years. I was like, what, are you crazy? Are you guys crazy? Say that money, oh. What do you mean that money? Your papa there for mortuary 7 years. You are paying Mortuary bill every day, 100 naira. 100 naira times 7 years. 100 after this stream, calculate 100 naira. As at some years back, 100 naira daily for mortuary upkeep. For a year is how much? But for 7 good years, how the person body go don be safe? Eh? Is it not these few days now, like where I come from now, these days now, we don't keep dead bodies for long. If there is no money, where I come from now, it's in those days they keep. If there is no money, they bury the person anyhow. Then later they will do the burial. All right, they will. If the person dies today, okay, definitely it's not well for them to bury the person today because the person died. They might take the person to the mortuary depending on how the person died anyway. Take the person to the mortuary, then in few weeks time they put the person on ground. Then the children will now plan towards the merriment or the party funeral proper, and they will bring a empty casket and all that, where they have buried their beloved long ago. But if they have planned for the funeral of their parents, because with them one day it must happen, whether we like it or not, I don't think it will linger for that long, because you even leaving a dead person in the mortuary, now money you dey waste. Like when I lost my immediate younger sister, all right, years ago, my immediate younger sister, we didn't keep her. What would they keep her for? She died at her prime, premature death. So what are we keeping her for? All right. Before you know, we put her together. We don't bury her. Make she go rest. But when you leave the person, the corpse for that long, the spirit never rest. Now the spirit go the galavant. Before we even bury her that time, I've done a video about that. She visited me. All right, because she had not rested, even though we did not keep her for that long. But the very day she died, my younger sister visited me because we are so close. I felt her presence. I felt her body. You understand? Even though I've not heard she is dead, she didn't die in my presence. What am I trying to say here? It is not even good for the person, because the corpse want to rest. Make them go rest. What are you keeping them for? They don't die, whether premature, whether na death, whether na the one we get K leg and all that. Look for money, put the person on in the ground, let the person go and rest. But the one that is annoying me, that's making me to do this video, and it is common now in Nigeria, is that they will now be telling you, and as if they are compelling you now to contribute towards their loved ones' burial. If person die, definitely it's a time of sober, it's a time of pain, it's a time of giving and sharing. You give in your own little ways, you understand? But now Nigerians now they are even using it to enrich themselves. They will open bank accounts, they will open fundraising, whatever that they are raising fund to for the burial ceremony of so person. Now public will come bury your papa for you. I mean, now public will come bury your mama for you. Public supposed to come to support you, but they are not supposed to be the one that will really foot the bills. Since you want to do a befitting burial, you want to kill 10 cow, you want to buy 100 bags of rice, make that money come from your purse. Now your papa nine die, now your mama nine die, and don't go and buy things on credit for burial. All those things are not good. It is not good, because when I don't just understand the kind of country we come from, honestly. And when you trace or you check and balance these people that are doing these things, they are people that don't even have. All right? Because they want to show the whole world that they are giving their father a befitting burial or their mother a befitting burial. They will now go extra miles and buy all the buyables on credit. Some of them will now even become loose women as at that opportunity. Any Dick and Harry they see now that want to give them money, but is compelling them to sleep with them, they will do it. I know what I'm talking about. This has been bought. This video, I would have done this video long ago, but I've not had the time. All right. They will now say, yeah, so I will contribute with 500,000. I will contribute, but you will come and meet me at my guest house. Now you are under duress, is it not? You are looking for money to bury your parents, is it not? This person I am talking about now that reached out to me for one of her parents' burial. The way I responded to her, because I am this kind of person, I say my own as they be. If you are somebody that have sense, you will sleep over things I will tell you. All right. The person now block me on my WhatsApp. The person blocked me on my WhatsApp. So where will you? That is to say, you are even reaching to me all these years. We have each other's contact. You've never for one day asked her, Didi, how you faring? How is the family? How is this? But when you lost a parent, now that time, now you remember, say, yeah, this stupid woman, they won't call her. Make her call her. Make it come contribute for my person burial. And you get my number since, so whether I don't even die self, come off for planet Earth, you don't know. Now that time you can't remember my word. Everybody that ignored that particular person, she blocked everybody and kept malice with them. Is it right? It's not right. If you want to help somebody, you lost somebody, you can help. It's like when somebody is getting married. You understand? I don't even still buy the idea for people depending on people to get married. They are doing it, but to me, I see it as bullshit. You are getting married, so you should be financially strong to take care of your family. But in Nigeria, people sponsor people for marriage. To me, I know, Siam, it's not good. Even though you want to sponsor somebody for marriage, maybe your younger brother that is not financially strong, and family will not put heads together, say make we marry from our brother, make it not a waka waka. That one is different. All right. Not outsiders now, not outsiders now contributing money to support your marriage. Then tomorrow, now they marry the wife for you. Tomorrow now, when there is no money now to foot bills, money now to buy things for your wife, the latest Hollandis now, she don't dey misbehave now. Wetin you go talk? Now you go marry. Time the marriage for you to go marry, you go marry. It is wrong. There's a difference between support and when you rely on people for contributions. All right. I am not against support. If one loses the parents and you hear you have a friend that lost a loved one, all right, you normally you should support. Normally you can support, except maybe that person is from a billionaire family, all right, very buoyant. Even buoyant family, people still even support them with souvenirs and all that. That one is a different ball game. I am talking about people running helter-skelter, begging for money to buy caskets, begging for money to buy the clothes the cops will wear, begging for money to pay the mortuary people before they will release the corpse. Do you know that mortuary people seizes corpse in Nigeria? Do you know that mortuary people refuses to release corpse if you are owing them? Yes, they do it in my country, Nigeria. So for you to remove shame and disgrace, all those nonsense, why will you not save on time so that you can see money to foot bills when your parents leave planet Earth, instead of looking for friends and families, people that you don't even talk with before, people that you don't mingle with before? You will not be going from one house to another to beg. I remember when I lost one of my neighbors some time ago in Nigeria. That was how they opened a forum and they were going from house to house to. I know how much my husband gave to that family. House to house. I'm telling you people, true life story. Blessed memory. I'm not making jest of him. He's a good man, but I don't like it. I personally, I don't like it. Going from one house to another, and that is how people will be using you to do caricature. All right? Even though you are living in an estate, you are a landlord, and one of your co-landlord dies, yeah, that one is different. As landlord, you guys can contribute money and support. But when the person dies, they are now going from one house to another house, go house to another house. By the time they go to the house and the person is not around, that is the house owner is not around, they will drop a message with the security man that if the person return, please call my number. I will come back to see it. Does it sound good? Maybe we talk the truth. Does it really sound good? I feel my mom's presence when she passed on too. even without knowing she was dead. Hey, yes, when you are close to somebody, it's like that. Sorry about that. That was how I felt my sister as well. Okay, even my son, my first son too. Same day, two of us felt her presence. All right. So that is how it is. You keep dead body for donkey years, 5 years, 7 years. Dead body don't black finish. Normally, dead body they black. You can't go they say they find money to take bury dead body. You go when they want bring the dead body come out now. You that is you know even know now your own person self like come be that. Before I decide to do this story, so I know why I decide to do this video. Nigerians should try, even though it's not easy. Except maybe you want to bury your parents as a rat. All right, the way we will kill rat in those days when we smoke, we just open ground, shallow ground, just put them. Before you know, fly become a fly for that place. That is when you will now even lizard. When I was still in primary school, that's how we bury. And so you want to bury them like that. But if you want to give them a befitting burial, if you have not been doing it, do it. Be saving. Small, just be saving. That does not mean you are praying for them to die. You are not praying for them to die. So that when it happens, you go get money to deposit first. Don't you know that before you deposit corpse, you go pay money, you go pay for the soap that they wash, you go pay for the people underground people where they bathe the corpse, you go pay for some kind things so that they use spiritual things so that they use to take the drive spirit make it not slap them. You have to pay. So will you be telling the mortuary people say please are they shame for some kind things? So Nigerians they took their four hands. When you go to mortuary and you see people begging, please now release is remaining 20,000. I beg, release the cup. I could just that is I could just imagine. You release dead body when you've not finished the payment of the people that took care of that body. You go pay for casket, you go pay part payment for caskets. You go pay for whatever the person will wear. You go buy them on credit. You know, it is even a taboo. You go pay for the ground where you want to lay the person to rest. You go pay quarter payment. No. But if you had planned all these things, you understand, as they are giving you your bills, you are paying. As they are giving you your bills, and the person will even be happy. The spirits will be happy with you that you not bring shame, because there are some spirits where we say shame. It be like as we human being are now, your pikin now, or your sister, or your siblings, or your parents now will bring shame the way Chidima have brought shame now to the parents by killing billionaire CEO. Now so a day for spirit too. Some spirit they shame. That is why you see that they don't rest in peace, because there are certain things that are not done properly, so they are not happy. They will not rest in peace. But when things are done the way they're supposed to be, they will not rest in peace. You know, go come you know, go they come they feed them again the way then they people you go they walk up and down. You understand? So that is how it is, my people. Learn to save, not only to save to dey buy gold. We go dey save to buy gold, or we save to wear whatever. What is nonsense, Pop? Pop, what is nonsense? It's not only to save to be wearing things to show off. Save for the raining day. Raining day, death is also a raining day. All right. School fees na raining day. House rent na raining day. Miscellaneous things like hospital bills. You will just go out. By the time you return from work, you meet your child on the bed, shaking. You understand? Feverish condition. You not plan am. All those are raining day. You rush the pikin to the hospital, pay hospital bills. You understand? If it is private hospital you want to go, you pay off. All those are the raining day. You save for unforeseen circumstances, and death is one of them. Learn to save. It's not just to save for your personal things like your cars, whatever you need, essential things of life, maybe your holiday, hotel bills, and all that, or you save for your flight ticket. No, save for your parents' funeral, because The whites, which are even educated, have even brought knowledge to most African countries. They save for their own funeral that they save, so that they will not depend on their children, so that their children will not go and beg, so their children will not shed tears, because it is very, very shameful and painful when you cannot bury your parents. People will be mocking you. Like where I come from, they laugh you. So your parents still there for mortuary for how many years? You know they shame. Maybe mama don die first. You never bury mama before you know that papa don die. Double wahala for dead body. You've not seen money to bury the mother that has been in the mortuary for 5, 10 years. Then the father now died now. Then which one now will you go and bury first now? I am my people. So that is for that one, my lovelies. So guys, thank you for coming. Thank you, kiddies. Kiddies, are you still in the house? Thank you for coming, guys. I do really appreciate. Make we dey save. Oh, save is very, very important. Save for your spouse. All this national what this wetin dem dey call am, insurance wey dem dey, why are people going into, if you cannot save for parents whatever, why are people saving for house insurance? Make una think am. Why are people saving for house insurance, car insurance? Are you telling me now that you are praying for their house to engulf with flames one day and burn down, then insurance company will come and pay? Or you are telling me now that you are saving for your car insurance so that you will run into a oncoming car so that the insurance company will come and pay? No, it is important. So that is how it is for death too. It is important to save towards funeral. All right. It's nonsense to make funeral a big deal when you don't have the money. That's what they are doing in Nigeria. That is what they are doing in Nigeria. There was a funeral I attended before I came back. My sister, if you see that funeral, I am not against befitting burial. So yes, I am not against befitting funerals if you can afford it, but I am totally against funerals if you cannot afford it. All right, that is what I am talking about. If the family have money, you understand, if the deceased, there are some families that are buoyant. When it just happen like this, that one you don't even need to save because they are buoyant. But even at that, I believe they still keep money aside for their parents' funeral. The ones that want to publish it, put it on television and all that, they want to make it befitting. The burial might even be like 1 month. They can even kill up to 100 cows. It will not touch their bank account. It will not shake them. Even when they withdraw millions, it will not shake them because the children are what? Solid financially. They stand gidigba. All right. But I am against the ones that are not financially strong because you want to please. Wetin people go talk. People go talk say dem come my mama burial, dem no see rice chop. People go talk say dem come my papa burial, dem no see drink. Those are the ones I am talking about. You understand? That is the one I am talking about. I am not against, people should not understand me. I am not against funerals that are befitting if you can afford it. All right? It's once in a lifetime. You understand? Then afterwards is remembrance. Hello, team. Thank you. Good evening. Thank you for coming in. Quite a while. Thanks for the thumbs up. Happy New Week to you as well. Blessed week to us all. So, team, you can see the title of what I am talking about. All right. So, some people will go and borrow because they want to bury their loved ones, they want to bury their friends, they want to bury their father, they want to bury their husband, they want the funeral to be befitting, and they don't have money to do a befitting burial. They will go and borrow. Some will buy things on credit. I'm talking of Africans now because I don't think the white people do all that. The white people, Even the white people funeral, the other day I was passing on the road. Their funeral I saw, they were just few of them. They were just few wearing black and black suits. You understand? And they are not even up to 10. They went to get the corpse. No, but African kind of funeral, you will see the whole full community. We want to go to the mortuary. There you will see them bringing machete, scratching machete on the ground. Whether they are celebrating that the person died, I don't know. Then you will see canopies upon canopies. Those canopies are, most of them are rented on credit. They are realize they are depending on money that they will realize that their invitees will come and spray them. That by the time they gather the money, that is what they will now use to go and foot the bills that they bought on credit. That one is a no-no for me. I am totally against that. Do as your power reach. Funeral is not a thing of joy. But if the person is of age and you can afford this celebration of life, fine and good. Because after then, you can be doing what is it called? Remembrance. All right, you can be doing remembrance of the person, 1 year remembrance, 2 years like that continuously if you have the money. But don't go and borrow because you want to bury your parents, you want to do a befitting burial. You will buy all the color of ashebi because that's what they are doing in my country, Nigeria. Buy all the colors of ashebi. If you refuse to even buy the ashebi from them, they will tell you not to come to the burial as if you are the one that killed the parents. Hey, my people. So things now, I don't just understand the way people are taking certain celebrations to climax as if it is a do or die affair, because funeral now in Nigeria is like competition now. Competition. That is what they are doing. How you bury your own parents, how their own is more which word will I even use sef? Whether I will say elegant now. That is the celebration now, is elegant. Fine and good if you can afford it, but if you cannot, do as your power reach. Sew your coat according to your cloth, not your size. All right? Stop borrowing to please people because you want to give your loved one a befitting burial. E no cut anything. E no go make the person wake up. Person wey don die don die. Doesn't even know. If you die, bury am for 10 million naira casket. E no know the kind casket wey you bury am. E don die, e don die. If you can afford it, okay, do whatever you want to do. Go to all national television, put it on media and all that. It's okay. Make it one in town type of burial. If you can afford it with no scratch in your account, it will not affect your bank account. But if you know you cannot afford it, start saving on time. Start saving on time. We all believe, I believe we all know where we come from, the kind of family we come from, the kind of background we come from. So start saving on time. If you know you cannot afford 10 million naira funeral for your parents and you want 10 million naira funeral, start saving on time. Not when the person dies, you will leave the person for long at the mortuary, then you are running helter-skelter looking for people that will borrow you money, looking for friends and family that will support you to bury your loved ones. It is wrong. They can support you willfully if they wish to, but don't make it mandatory that when the person at that time doesn't have to give to you, you start keeping malice with the person, or you start blocking the person, or you start distancing yourself from the person because the person did not reach out to you as at that time. You don't even know the circumstances that made the person not to reach out to you. But if you had saved earlier on, I believe you will only invite people to come and marry with you, like you lost your loved one and you want to keep you want to put the person to rest, not carrying grievances because somebody refused to contribute to you. Because Nigerians are fond of doing these things. Most of them are friends for benefit. What they will get from you is why they are following you like fly. You know, if you go to the toilet and you did not wash your bum very, very well, fly can easily perceive what they love to eat. So they will be following your bum bum boom. Because I remember when I was in primary school, there is this my classmate, the girl, she always pull on herself. Very, I don't know, she always pull. And when we see her like this, we see her with flies. You understand? So you will know that she have pulled on herself again. So that is how it is. So it is left for you. It's only an advice. If you know it's okay, fine and good. But if you know you don't want to save, it's left for you. If you know you can foot the bills it's yes, it's true. That's how we used to know. Whenever she comes to the class like this, we'll know that we'll be hearing the of the fly. Nearly every week she pulls on herself. When we are in primary school, I can still have a flashback. My people, that is how it is. So I love the Western world, honestly. I love their world. If there is another world again, I want to come as a white person. If it is possible for me to choose my race, I would like to come as a white person because the whites, they make life so easy, very, very easy. They don't depend on their children. They don't rely on family. They don't rely on friends. They save from time. They save for everything. All their insurance, they pay. You understand? If peradventure their vehicle crashes, they have paid for it. But that does not mean that because your insurance company is there, then that is why you are praying that you should crash your vehicle so that they will come and buy another one. No, even death insurance in the Western world, they have death insurance. You register with them and you are saving for your burial, so that by the time you pass on to glory, you don't stress your children. All right. So that is that. Africans should try to emulate all that. I don't know that they have started doing it in Nigeria, but I know that we have insurance in Nigeria, but I don't know whether they have death insurance, whether people save towards the funeral. All right. So it's very, very important to save towards one parents and spouse funeral instead of you to embarrass yourself and let the corpse stay in the mortuary for long. It's not good to keep dead body for long. Just bury the person, let the person go and rest. All right. So that is how it is. They're looking for friends that will come and borrow you money. How can you go and borrow money to bury your parents? Jesus Christ. You will go and carry what they call apo in Nigeria, the contribution to bury. Oh, Jesus Christ. There are some kind of stories that I hear. I don't know. It doesn't really sound good. You go and borrow to bury your parents. You go and buy things on credit to bury your parents. Abba, wow. Nigerians, make we change. And make we change. But if it is to save for fashion, if for instance now you have been told that there is a marriage occasion coming up next month and shebi is out, before you know, you will see our Nigerian ladies, they started saving to go and buy that asoebi, because that is what is on board now. They if asoebi industry, asoebi clique, that is what is on board. Thank God I don't even do all this asoebi thing right from time, even before I got married. When I have friends getting married, they know me. I was like, but you know, you cannot even tell me to do asoebi. Not that I cannot afford it, because I don't like it. Because you people are compelling people. What about those that cannot afford the asoebi? How will they feel now if you say this one will wear purple, this one will wear milk, this one will wear this, and the person cannot afford the asoebi, and as at that particular time, then on the day now, the person will just be like, only that person will be outstanding. Every other person is wearing asoebi. Asoebi hair tie, asoebi bag, asoebi shoe and bag to match, asoebi gele to match, all that. It's not good. I don't do all this asoebi whatever thing. I hate it. All right. Allow people to do whatever they want to do. Allow people to put on what they have. All that glinters are not good, because you can afford asoebi, because you have some put your bills. You have a man that gives you money does it mean that your friend or your neighbor that you are not compelling to come and buy a shebi husband is as buoyant as your own? So people should stop all this nonsense. Now, occasion is what is trending now. If you don't have money now to do your occasion to the fullest now in Nigeria now, people will be mimicking you. People will be mimicking you. Jesus Christ that even died in the Bible, that was buried in the tomb in the Bible. How many befitting burial dem give Jesus Christ? How many befitting burial? Why is it that we humans, especially the black skin, we are doing extraordinary things? Jesus Christ was buried in a low key. Somebody sef na even volunteer sef say make dem come bury am for im place. I think na Joseph of Arimathea na im volunteer give the family land wey dem go bury Jesus Christ put. But why is it that we black we dey like to dey do things? You go to burial, they will keep 50 cow, 100 cow, 1 million cow. And when you want to trace now, 3 months time after the burial, they've not finished paying the debt. Person when e don die, you know say you keep 100 cow for am. Why did you not go and buy 1 cow that your body can afford? With peace of mind, you go sleep with peace of mind. Yes, not chest. Say yes, you bury your person well without buying anything on credit or without borrowing. Some people will now even go and borrow clothes that they will wear on that particular burial day because they want to tie the highest wrapper, say that they bury their mama. You go see them go tie wrapper of 100 and something thousand. Not be then get the wrapper. Why? Does it really worth it? Does it? Some now will change up to like 5 times now. They will change first cloth from mortuary, then the one wey dem do wey dem take lie the person dey state, they will now change to another one. The one wey they want to bury the person now, they will now change to another one. When it's time for dance for people to come and spray, they will go inside again and change and come out again. Is that how it's supposed to be? I don't know. I have not read in anywhere. Jesus Christ said that is one of the first persons that died in the world. They say they just wrap am with cloth. We not even know that the people come dey come chop rice sef. People cried. In those days when I was small watching Jesus Christ film, though it was acted, you understand, you will see that pain. You go dey cry sef dey join. Christ of passion, you go dey cry dey join as if say you dey there when they even kill Jesus Christ. You dey there sef for the burial ceremony. But these days now is competition. That is what they are doing now, competition. They will go and hire school. They will make part payment of money to use the school for reception. Hire canopy of like 200 with different club that they are and post on the canopy front so that people will know where they belong for when they come for the party. If you fit afford am, I not see anything wrong in that too. But if you don't fit afford am and people are pressurizing you, abeg brother, abeg sister, do wetin your power reach so that you can live for your children. Because person wey don die go. If heart attack now come, now you see Makedeshi that you bought 100 bags of rice is coming now, you will just be thinking. When your phone rings now, you will think it's Papa Amaka that is coming to collect the balance of money for beers that you bought. You will just be thinking. Even this funeral I'm talking about, that is how it is in marriage. Make una dey save for una marriage. Not be say una go dey get committee of friends wey dem go come dey contribute money, say time don dey reach for bubbles to marry. Oya, you bring 50,000. Nestle bring 50,000. Johnson, your own na 150. It's wrong. Very, very wrong. And I will say, person wey be say im hands reach for family, when im hand strong for family to bury im mama or bury im papa, make e do am because no be senior pikin kill am. Alright? If you are the younger one and God have blessed you financially, when your parent dies, you will not wait for your elder ones to come and be contributing. If God bless you, say the money dey, release am if you are the younger one, because not be the senior ones kill your papa, not be the senior ones kill your mama. You understand? Maybe na natural death or maybe death, but not be dem kill am. So not be who say because of say you be senior, every whatever must be on your head. No. If junior get pass senior, alright, when they are doing the meeting, junior can contribute more than senior. That is what I am driving at. Junior can contribute more than senior. Or if senior get, say she can or he can single-handedly foot the bills, okay, alright. So that is how it is. Not be say dem go come put load for senior head, whereas senior no reach financially. Some families are like that. When they are sharing money for burial, dey share by senior senior senior. Whether senior get o, senior no get o, dem no dey reason am. But some families don't do that. Some dey do as who get pass, alright. But make we save for the rainy day. Rainy day could be anything though, my people. Na so e be. So guys, thank you for coming in. I do really appreciate your being here and sharing me out as well. All right. So how has it been? How was your day? Hope today don go finish with this o. Today don go. We thank God for today o. Tomorrow is another day, my people. So that is that. Okay. Where do you Pops, where do you base? Are you in the UK? Okay, like me as well. All right. Like me too. All right. So thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. My first LS we talked about Chidima, and all the cook-up stories and all that. That first program I did. So that is that. So yes, yes. Yes, like that's where yes, where I am based in the UK too. So that is how it is. Thank you guys for coming. I do really appreciate. All right. Oh, you missed that LS. Okay. I stayed almost 2 hours. We really discussed about what she did totally wrong, and the reasons she gave, if that was why she killed the man. But we don't want to come into conclusions. Let the relevant authorities do their findings. We don't know whether anybody is behind, but this conspiracy theory allegedly says that the wife is underground. That the wife is the one that used her. All right. I know some millionaire wives and they do an undo, especially when they have a young lover that they really love and they don't know how to be free. They will just plan of how to eliminate their spouse. Since most men, especially rich men, they don't like giving their Nigerian wives divorce. Because Nigeria now, it's not like before, they don't wise well. There are many, many laws that have been amended in that country. So many laws in favor of women now. So all these rich married men now, they find it very difficult to free their wives, because in the abroad, wives have the upper hand. Their wives get the upper hand. Some countries sef dey share the wealth of the man into three. They go give the woman two because of the children. The man go take one, start afresh again. So Nigerian men, if the wife is behind it, then she will do everything in her power to cover the money. And she's a rich woman now. She's a rich woman and with her personality and who she is in the society. Though it's allegedly for now, I like using the word allegedly until we hear everything. But my question here is that, and nobody have answered that question, even in the first LS I did. I asked a question that how did Chidinma got the ATM PIN number? How did she get the ATM? Because most Nigerian men I know will hardly release their ATM PIN to their wives, especially the billionaires, the millionaires, the trillionaires. The only ATM that can be released to their wives is if they have a joint account or an account that have limited amount. But their business account or their main savings account, you understand, the raining day account I always talk about, to save for the raining day, they will not release that ATM PIN number to the wife except the wife is using a voodoo. I use that word in my first LS, or the man is under a spell. That is when it can be released. But how did this girl got the ATM card PIN number? She can get the ATM card from the man's wallet because presume the man is dead. But what about the PIN number? Does it mean that the man wrote his PIN number too in his wallet? Which is not possible. In Nigerian, yes, so it's PIN, but he will make sure he have enough money. A Nigerian man will not release his PIN, but he will make sure you have enough money. It depends on the Nigerian man, my sister. It depends on the kind of Nigerian man. Some Nigerian men that don't love their, don't you know that there are some millionaires that don't take care of their wives, but they take care of their concubine? Prove me by saying true or false. There are some millionaires who don't take care of their wives, that when you see their wives, you will not believe your eyes that, so this is the wife of this person. But if you see their girlfriend, they are looking so tush, posh. This man will be spoiling them with money like this because they don't want their girlfriends to flirt around with other guys or have flings with other guys. We are talking about a billionaire. Yes, see, one thing people don't understand here is that people should know that giving is from the mind. Oh. Whether you are a billionaire, you are a trillionaire, oh, it doesn't matter. Oh. It doesn't matter. Giving is from the mind. Davido that gives today, every girl want to go out with Davido because what he gives. It's not because Davido is a billionaire or a millionaire. It's because Davido is a philanthropist. Davido gives. We have other celebrities that are even richer than Davido. They know they give. Oh. They know they give for nothing. They will not get from you. Then they will just say they want to they give you like that. My sister, it's not. I know what I am talking about. Whatever that gives you. In those days, when I was growing up as a child, they will say, the white people, then they give like this. If you get white like this, you don't catch fish. If you get white, I go the year when I small that time, if you get white, it's not all whites that give. So people should erase this mentality because you enter the shoes or you meet people or you have friends. That is when they are still human like you. They are human like you and I. All right. So giving is of the heart. You can be a billionaire, you cannot give if you don't want to give. All right. If you cannot give when you have your thousands, you cannot give out few hundreds to people. Is it when you have millions, you will give out thousands? No, it's not possible. Because in Chidinma's story, Chidinma is saying that what she gets from the man, that is why I said I don't want to run into conclusions because the man is dead, he cannot defend himself. He said what he gets from the man is peanuts compared to who the man is. You understand? Everybody is saying that he's a billionaire, is a billionaire, is a billionaire. All right. But what Chidinma said she is getting from the man, she's getting just a few thousands from the man of money. You understand? So that was the reason why she withdrew that 5 million. And had it been that is not even the limit, or had it been she have access to another bank account ATM. Maybe she would have continued the withdrawal from that ATM. So people should reduce this notion that because you are a billionaire, you know they work like that. Who they give, they give. We have some very rich people in Nigeria, but they don't give. You don't hear their name. They don't even visit prison yard for charity sef. They not even dey try am. You understand? They are even looking for more sef, Oliver Twist. So it is your family and people around you that will testify whether you are a giver or not. Your family or people around you. Because when I was a growing child, then years back, there is this man then. He's a rich man. He's a rich man, all right? Yes, then, oh, the riches get levels. At our time, we are seeing him as a rich man because he owned a car, he had building of his own, taking care of his children and all that when he was in love. But when he fell in love with one concubine, oh God, that is first wife. I don't want to mention name. I still remember very, very well how my mother, anytime she cries to our house, but the little we have, my mother will gather garri, pepper, salt like this. I would just dey imagine, say, ah, this no be this woman wey dey drive motor that time. The man sees everything. That is what we are talking about. She did not save. She not wise. This woman with her 5 children that time, that is how she will be trekking to the church because we are going to the same church then. My mother was her mini God. It was my mother that was the saving grace of that. The man they are living under the same roof. But the man doesn't care about her and her children that time because he has fallen in love with another young sweet 16 concubine elsewhere. Doesn't take care of the woman. And if you see the children, the carbon copy of the man, that is a vomit. You cannot even deny that the woman cheated on you. I will be imagining them because I'm in secondary school. I don't still get small sense. I go dey say, ah, so na so this man, na so marriage be. If na so marriage dey be, then I no sure say me I go enter o. At all, at all. The woman, all her clothes, the man sees her clothes. This is woman that ties big wrapper then, sees all her clothes. She was left with only 2 wrappers that time. She now looks so dirty, frustrated, depressed. Somebody that was married to a big guy that is known that time in our city that time. I'm telling you true life story. I don't even know where that woman is today now. If I remember, if I remember, maybe after this LS, if I call my mom, I will ask after her whether they still get in touch. Eh? It was church that was helping the woman that time. When they contribute money for offering that and they will give her little like that. I will say, God, is this life? Because in our small city that time, they are saying that man as a mini God. Because it's a popular man. You know, when you live in a small city and you are into business. I don't want to measure where I grew up here now because of this story. Because you know, this our videos sometimes it goes to places. Maybe the child might come across this. If I mention where I'm talking about now, anybody that knows that woman will know that I'm referring it to her. I'm sorry. But let me drop my number here so that I can tell you where I grew up. I can tell you the city. So that is how it is, my sister. So if I mention now and people that knows who I'm talking about comes across this video, they will know I'm talking about her. So that is how it is. So God forbid bad thing we meet those kind of people in our life, but believe me, it exists. It exists because when your billionaire husband meets you, then it might be maybe love, but by the time he sees something sweeter outside that he runs to, that he finds it difficult to come to the house to meet you and your children, the relationship has gone sour. Now, my sister, things they happen. Oh, things they happen. So this is my WhatsApp. Things they happen, my sister. So that is why we should be very, very prayerful. All right. We should be prayerful and know how we will do our go our ways out. Still, as women, be saving. Some women too mumu. Some women are so foolish, especially the ones that are with rich guys. They don't get sense at all. Their own is to, when that love was sweet, then their own is to be flourishing, traveling from one location to another location, from one country to another country on vacation. But they're not the wise. Unforeseen circumstance. Marriage tomorrow now might get k-leg, fit break now. Nobody knows which we don't pray for. You understand? Then you will now what people you the sugar will even walk on the road. People who people you are bluffing. You understand? Maybe your friends that were your friends before, but now at level, especially women, and we they do these things. We find it difficult to keep friends. We find it difficult to keep friends. Okay, but men can be friends for years until they die. But women, because of jealousy, backbiting, gossip, wahala here and there, we find it difficult to keep our relationship from even primary school, secondary school, university, before everybody don scatter. We'll come make new friends again. So that is how it is when it comes to relationship. Women should be wise, dey save. If your husband is giving you 500 naira, 500,000 as pocket money when the relationship dey sweet, say because you dey born for am, you still fine for am, you still love, take pinch from there, keep for your own self. Save for your own self, because of nobody knows tomorrow. Dat your millionaire man now might die tomorrow now, you don close, except pipu have joint account. If you are not the working type of lady, some of them are full-time housewife, they go talk say I don't want to work, my husband is I'm on my husband's paycheck, I no wan do anything. You know tomorrow your husband fit go out and e no go come back. You depend everything on a man. It is totally wrong. Totally, totally wrong. I don't understand women of these days, what they are doing. All their little little money is entering fashion. They don't even have savings of their own, that even though they want to help family or friends from their own little savings without the husband consent, they can give from there. But no, they will go and beg husband money. When husband did not give mother-in-law money, those that are giving their mother-in-law, you will not have money to even help your mother, or have money to help your father. If your father runs to you for money, or your mother runs to you for money, you will not have to help. Even though if it is not all, you will not still have little to even share out. Is it good? Of course it is not good. So people should be wise. You say, was he really a billionaire? It's not that, so my sister. It's not about being a billionaire. Do you know how he suffered before he became a billionaire? So because he's a billionaire, he should just be spending his money anyhow. That is foolishness to me. You should not, because of you are rich, you should be spending, except maybe you did something dubious, like all these hush puppy dem, wey be yahoo yahoo boys dem, wey dey put people dey pain to make dem own smile. Except that is the kind of money you get, then you go dey lavish money anyhow. But when you work hard for your money, you understand, whether you are a billionaire or you are a trillionaire, you still have to caution yourself. You still have to get to a limit that you don't want to exceed this limit. So that is how it should be, oh my people. So there are some billionaires that don't spend, and even ordinary taxi driver sef that makes 10,000 naira a day can even take the girlfriend out to madam mama put or isiewu joint, and they will spend up to like 7,000 naira for me, which is foolishness. All because of sweet kpekus. So that is how it is, my people. Pope, are you still in the house? Are you still here? That was what she said. Now she said she was not getting anything from the man. This all these things and they happen. Oh, okay, they happen. It happen. If people are dating people that are rich and they are seeing money, they should count themselves lucky. There are some people that are dating rich people, nothing to show off. Then they act am for home video now. It dey happen. There are some people that are even married to rich men. The marriage will be glamorous like this, eh? The man is ready to spend for that marriage, whatever list the lady's parents give. But when you enter house, come chop that money now. They go tell you say na dem don marry you. Come chop that money. I am here, but I think you don't see the chat on time. Okay, okay. Because I am using my laptop. So if I use my phone, I just kept the phone. I wasn't looking at the phone. That's why. You understand? So some men are like that. They will tell you when you don't worry inside of their mind though. By the time you enter house now as Mrs. All that money that they have been spending on you when they were dating you, you will not be seeing it like that. Oh. And you will not be seeing it like that. So women should do something. Oh, women should have money of their own. That one are very, very essential. Love not play risk. So love not play risk. So if you have your own business, all right. If you have whatever you are doing, if you are working, by the time you have shared your own budget for that your monthly salary, save for the raining day. Then you save as well for yourself, your own things that you need to buy, that you want to buy, because it's not everything you depend on your man. Even though your man is paying you hugely every month, from that money to save. All right, save from that money. It is greed and lust for money that made Chidinma to take the life of this man, because you are not his wife. I don't, for crying out loud, you are not his wife. In as much that I know that married men, if they are sleeping with their wives, especially the ones they love, they take precautions in aspect of sex styles. It is their concubine that suffers it. As a young girl, you are the one that suffers it, because different kind of I think I watched somebody's video the other day, and in the videos somebody made a call that somebody she knows, and now what things dey happen oh, that somebody she knows um came to the hospital with a broken shoulder. What warrant to the broken shoulder? That they were doing strange. I've not even heard about that in my life before. It's my first time I heard about that. And after the live streaming, I went to go and check the picture of that strange whatever. They are doing strange love making, whereby the man and the woman can tie themselves with a string. I say Jesus Christ. All because of waiting penetration to get to the womb of the woman or what? The string now cut. I told my husband the story. In short, it was even the two of us that went to the internet we now type the strange whatever for love making. We now saw the pictures. They will suspend the leg, tie the leg here, tie the leg here, tie the hand, wide it. Then the man will stand in front. It depends. You can still tie the man if you want. So this lady, I'm telling you for true life story. This lady now, very funny. This lady now, the string now cut. So she went to the hospital. The doctor were asking her what happened, because when the hand did not even have a fracture, it did not dislocate. It broke. Doctor did X-ray. I said, Madam, this is not a fracture. Your hand is broken. What happened? Tell us. So she now said, when she was doing the do with her man, she used this string. They used this they used this string. So the string now caught. The string now caught. When the string caught, she now fell from the up that she was and fell to the ground. Her hand come. Brrr. So one of the nurses there, the lady said one of the nurses that was there said yes, she have it, that she uses it as well. She said that they were telling, she that is a doctor, that the woman was telling. She shocked that her colleague, who is a nurse, said yes, she uses this string. And I beg, but make una no go use am o. Maybe after this LS, you can go and check Google. Don't go and use that so you don't go and kill yourself. Abeg. God forbid, maybe that is the type Chidinma is using for late Michael. Because the thing Nigerians are not using it now. They don dey export am to Nigerians. You know say Nigeria na every bad thing we dey learn. So when sex doll came some time ago, I don't know that you saw that sex doll that guys were using to satisfy themselves that looks like female. Nigerians too, they follow, they do that sex doll. Some sef even buy doll baby. Yes, some even buy doll baby as sex doll. Now this trend now, that is what is rampant now for sex, for crazy, they call it crazy sex. You understand? That is what guys are using now for their ladies. Ladies too will still tie the guys as if they are all these ogbonge that are acting pole movie. Eh? Now this woman, Nigerian woman, oh, e broke her hand. The hand. So tell me now, I think for now, sex suspend because we are not talking a fracture self dey pain, let alone broken shoulder. The hand don bend, don shift. For now, no sex for that house now. So if a man is that kind of man that cannot stay away from sex, will he not go and look for where to do? Of course. Or because you want to please man. Is it every sex time we will do? You think it's a bandage? Oh, okay. I think it's bandage sex. I don't know that it's bandage. This one they call this. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can get the picture online and show you. Oh God, I not feel laugh. I laughed that day. I said, Jesus Christ. Things they happen oh, now, Nigerians are using. They go fall broke. Not be only shoulder, they go. Not only shoulder. Not only shoulder, they go fall broke. Not feel laugh oh, how they? I say, Jesus. All just to satisfy your partner. Eh? Where is it now? Oh, if I know, I would have screenshot that picture that day. Don't be smart, you know. Things. All because of satisfaction. Eh? God forbid. You carry that broken hand now for some time. Who God knows when. God knows when it will go. Right now, I would have said that picture, that picture that there. So they were just hanging the woman. Oh, why I never come see am here again? No be small. Oh, it is well oh. Things dey happen. God forbid bad thing. All because of you want to keep your man to yourself. Then at the end of the day, man will now still enjoy himself. Oh. Wow, you no dey carry man matter for head oh. No dey carry man matter for head. No dey carry man matter for head because you defend man and don't be surprised that even this man now that died now, maybe they go dey defend am say e did not dey follow woman this that. Some sef we go defend say with their whatever. Oh, I don't know why I did not see this picture again. If but I don't just know why this lady said her husband she want to leave her husband on cheating ground. You want to leave your husband on cheating ground, you don't know what to do. Oh God, that man just went like that. That man just went like that. 1 minute, let me ask my husband the name of that thing again. Oh, hmm. I must get this thing. I don't know why I'm not gonna get the pictures again. Okay, guys, I want to go now. I can't find the picture. Thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you. I must try and check this something. I don't know when you are not when you are looking for something, you will not see it. That day we just put it and we found it. I don't know why today now. I can't find it. But that one said the picture showed the way the woman even was hanging up. I don't know. I can't remember how I typed that thing that day. I know it's strange. When next I see that picture, because of this, I will do a video. I will do a video. Maybe I'm not pronouncing the word well. I can't remember. I know it's something strange. I'll do a video. But let me go back to. All right, guys. Thank you for coming. Don't they get running nose?